It leads the NBA. He's had 6 straight games with at least 30 points, tied for his second longest streak in his career. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it feels like the MVP discussion, it is ramping back up. But here's the deal. Janae, Jalen, bring us to the big board here. I want to see what you two see in this two-man
Let's do
game.
that. Let's do that.
Oh, let's do it. I've got a new teammate at the big board, Jalen Rose.
So here's the thing, right? When we talk about the Eastern Conference, we're going to acknowledge the Boston Celtics distinguishing themselves as the best team. But I feel like the 76ers have a legitimate chance to play against them in the conference finals. And here's why.
Okay, go ahead.
In their half-court offense, James Harden has mastered the pace of getting it to Joel Embiid as a pocket pass pop player, or in this case, role player to finish over the top.
And you know what I love? Joel Embiid, he doesn't hesitate on his rolls. He makes direct line drives. Watch this right here. You see Paul George reacting. He's in a stance. This is a good read. All right, they get him the ball. Now this is one-on-one. One of our greatest defenders help side there. But guess what? He's just a little bit too small for the fella. He's a little bit too small defensively. But what do you see in this pick and roll? Because I like this too, Mr. Rose.
And when James Harden is going left, he's going to be a lot more aggressive to score. So if you notice, he got below the free throw line using his right hand, which means Joel Embiid is going to stop at the free throw line, knock down the 15-foot jumper with ease.
Yeah, right here, though, this is what I love. I love the midi right here. So this is coming to a strong hand, the left. Nice little pocket pass, 4 players around him. It's impressive. But if you saw that first opening graphic, no duo does it better. 118 assists James Harden has to Joel Embiid. No duo in the NBA has more. So if you think about what they're able to do one-on-one, two-on-two, they're bending defenses, but also I love that James Harden has really committed himself to evolving his game, right? Before we fell in love with the step back and his one-on-one and all those types of getting to the free throw line. Now he's like, I'm playing with one of the best in the league, someone that has been pacing the NBA in scoring since around November, December. Instead, I'm going to evolve my game and really feed Joel. And since then, they've been the best duo in the NBA.
And I want to shout out James Harden because, as you mentioned, we did get the 9 assists last night, right? But these LA streets are undefeated. He only had 6 points. You know what I mean? And I'm so glad that they won, because had they not won the game, that would be the story.
That's what folks would be focusing on.
I was like, is this Miami now? Like, is this New York?
Well, he came home. This is home.
That's true. It feels like the Sixers, they are knocking on Tier 1's door. We're looking at the Eastern Conference.
That is true.
Kendrick Perkins is joining us now as well. But Ramona, you were at the game last night. You had a chance to chat with the Sixers stars. What more can you tell us about their mindset here? Speaking of what Jalen was talking about.
Well, 2 things have happened with James Harden. He's healthy. Okay, for the past 2.5 years, he's had a lot of injuries that he's been dealing with, and he finally feels healthy going into this season. And he said, you know, I don't think I get enough credit for the work that I put in Houston, playing all those minutes. That shows how much I worked. Now, he put a lot of work into getting his body right for this season. And the other part of it is that he has decided this is Joel Embiid's team, and I am going to set up the big man. He can score more. He said this to me last night. Obviously, I'm capable of more, but I'm playing the right way now and doing whatever's necessary to win. He's won an MVP. He's won scoring titles. He's done everything individually. And when he sacrificed money this offseason, and if we go back and look at all the money that he's turned down, first that max extension in Houston, a max extension in Brooklyn, that's a lot of money to have left on the table, but he has a chance to win now. And James flat out said, this is the best chance I have ever had to win in my career. They had great teams in Oklahoma City, great teams in Houston, but this team, he feels, is the best chance he's ever had to win.
Interesting. You can see his direct quote on your screen there. Perk, what do you think of that from James Harden?
You know what? He's balling. And his transition over to the point guard role has been a beautiful thing to see, to be honest. Like, one of the best facilitators in the game today. But overall, when I look at the Philadelphia 76ers, right, I'm looking at James Harden, and he loves playing the pick and roll with Joel Embiid because he could mix it up. He could dive to the basket. He could pop for the short 15-footer that's automatic. And James Harden has an ultimate court vision for us looking for others. But the Philadelphia 76ers, right, the best thing that happened for them, I ain't going to say the best thing, it was a blessing in disguise when they had injuries this season, because James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, and Joel Embiid got an opportunity to sit on the side and watch what others are capable of bringing to the table. We watched Tobias Harris' confidence go up. We watched Doc find Melton, who he has inserted into the starting lineup. We already know what P.J. Tucker is going to bring to the table, not having to shoot one shot, but impacting the game of basketball. And so now you have all these guys starting to find themselves, and when you get hurt and your team is having success and you come back, you're like, nah, I could trust these guys. I could trust Niang to come off the bench and knock down threes and give us that high energy. Montrezl Harrell to play some minutes when Joel Embiid need rest. So with the Philadelphia 76ers, I'm right there with Jay Rose. Yes, the Boston Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks, we talk about them being the favorites at the East, but the Philadelphia 76ers are on their heels like a pair of church socks.
On their heels like a pair of church socks.
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds good.
It means they're getting it together, and they're getting it together at the right time.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports here. 76ers beat the Clippers last night, 120-110, and James Harden only had 6 points. Am I concerned? No. He only took 6 shots. Right? He only took six shots. He was perfect from the free throw line, and he had 9 assists. I know the media's beating him up on it, saying that, hey, guess what? Like, he only took 6 shots, but you have to consider the fact that he had 9 assists. I know 6 points is just terrible, but then again, he only took 6 shots, right? When Joel Embiid is hot from the field goal, you have to feed him the ball. I know he didn't feed him those 9 assists, all of them. I know he fed most of them, right? But at the end of the day, you have to consider what is going on with the Philadelphia 76ers. They have an unbelievable bench. I think their bench was like plus 20 or something like that. You know, Tyrese Maxey had it going on. I love what this kid is doing, and I love the fact that he's getting in the offense. And I don't know, it's just, you can't discount what the 76ers are doing right now. Can they make a deep run in the playoffs with this roster? Will they make a change? I don't know. But at the end of the day, you have to consider that 76ers have a lot going on right now. Unbelievable bench. Just because James Harden only got 6 points does not say that he's done. You know, I think he is in the perfect position, making his teammates better. You know, at the end of the day, James Harden is taking a step back. He's taking a step back because he knows that what's most important to him, like, he's won the MVP, right? And you know, he's done so much in his career. He's made so much money, but at the end of the day, he wants his team to win, and he recognizes that Tyrese Maxey is a diamond in the rough. He recognizes that Joel Embiid is playing at an elite level right now, and you know, taking 6 shots is unheard of for James Harden. But that just shows you that he wants to win, and he wants to win bad. He has the roster, he has a deep bench, and what they're doing in Philadelphia is phenomenal. My question is, will they make a change in the before the trade deadline? Do they really need to make a change in the before the trade deadline? And you know, will they make a deep roster run? I think that they could benefit from getting another center, right? If they picked up another center to back up Joel Embiid, I know they got like a couple of players here and there, but if they picked up another established center, let's just say that, just in case Joel Embiid injures himself and blah, 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 that's the only thing I can see for the 76ers right now. They have a lot going on. Leave a comment in the comment section. How well will the 76ers do in the playoffs, and will they make a change before the trade deadline? This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.